Eagle 330 RSTS here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Just over 10,000 pounds. Something like this isn't something you're going to frequently tow, though. This falls in the category that I call a flat deck fifth wheel. I don't know that that's really a technical term. It's just more of one of my nerdisms, number 37 perhaps. And models like this have really been on the forefront of the decline of the destination trailer business. That it's not that that business is gone, it's just that it has diminished significantly, because in previous years, if you wanted a big flat deck floor plan like this where you don't have to go up and down stairs to get to the bedroom and the bathroom, you had to go to a destination trailer. Well, then travel trailers just kind of got longer and bigger, and really what it was is that fifth wheels just started being built on one flat deck, and hey, there you go. If you'd like to see if we got one of these girls on hand, you want to see what it's running, you want to know how it's equipped, etc. Very simple. Give us a call. There's a link in the video description. You can check it from home. It says check for price and availability. Get all that stuff right from the house. This thing's built like a tank. So let's start off with the fact that, you know, being a Jayco, it's got double the full coverage warranty of anybody else. There is no such thing as a 3-year warranty. That's a hyper-limited structural thing, which, you know, basically those are things that never go wrong regardless of whether there's a warranty or not. Jayco has more coverage on more things for longer, so that's a plus. It looks funny, like it looks really tall, and that's because it is. It's extra tall inside. Now you notice the nose cap too, it just looks like a brick, just a big brick staring at you. It's because it actually, the nose cap goes all the way down to encompass the propane tanks, which is not a first, you know, industry first by any stretch. It's just that it's a really nice, handy feature. It just helps keep those protected. Again, kind of nice for more of that sort of park use experience. Now I want to take a second to kind of hang out at this angle right here to point out the dual outside storages. And this is an area where these flat deck fifth wheels are absolutely doing a little bit better job than destination trailers. Destination trailers just don't generally have any outside storage. Now we have both a normal front pass-through, and this goes under a full 8-foot wide closet, as well as additional storage under the bed here. Now, the way some brands have put these together, and it's not that they're wrong, it's just different. They have a under bed pocket, but they don't have an outside pass-through compartment. Eagle gives you both here. And in a lot of ways, you're going to hear me say over and over, Eagle's just smarter. Like, we have this handy little water docking station that kind of keys into the fact that this is 0 to 100 degree rated. If you're looking for a trailer to spend extended camping in weather like we're seeing today, Eagle is one of the brands, one of the very few trailer brands proven and tested to actually be able to get that job done. Looks like we've upgraded to the SantaCon on this one, and remember that the one in this video might be a little bit different, but if you're not familiar with SantaCon, it's a power waste exhaust system. So your waste holding tanks, black and gray, it will help you get that job done and get back to enjoying your RV in half the time. Well, that sounds good to me. All LED tail and marker lights. Actually, speaking of lighting, this has the new Jayco Smart Lighting, S-A-M-R-T. That's how Homer Simpson says it. I am so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. So, S-M-A-R-T lighting. And basically what it means in English, guys, is that when you flip on your side turn signals, your side clearance and marker lights and additional upper clearance and marker lights on the back of the RV and the front will blink in sync with those turn signals so that other drivers have a more clear understanding of your intentions on the road. That's pretty much a first of its kind. This is an industry first. Jayco's putting on Eagles first, and it'll start to roll out on other lines from there, I'm sure. Little 2-inch receiver hitch on the back. Looks like something we've upgraded, added onto this one right here. Perfect for little bike racks, and even if you're going to be at a permanent site, it is nice to have a little bike rack thing, because we've noticed, we've had people give us feedback like saying, you know, when I put my bikes on a bike rack, they're right where I left them when I come back. When I just leave them around my campsite, I notice that they're always moved around a little bit, like somebody else took them for a joyride. The dual power awnings on here give you maximum patio space, and they both are easy tilt and both have LED lighting at the base. Now here's another little Eagle is smart thing. First of all, there's two of them right here, but your speakers are down here. Your speakers are down low where you're going to actually be able to hear them. Now, in case you are curious, you know, we clean our RVs at no additional charge for people. Any new RV, you don't pay extra for stuff like that. We don't do hidden fees at Haylett RV. But here's another smart thing. Your entry step lighting, you actually have a switch for it out here. You don't have to walk inside the camper to turn on a switch to be able to see the lights that you already just walked up. Eagle is smarter. There are all sorts of different things you can put on these, different options. It never fails. However, we build one and have it in stock. It's always, quote, wrong. You know, we did put the second air conditioner on this one. That is something at this size we will generally do here at Haylett RV. It's just, we feel it's just a little too big, even in a more mild climate for one air conditioner, unless you live in an area of very mild climates. Let's peek inside and see a couple more of those finer details on this girl. Now, right away, when you step in an Eagle, you're just like, wow, this is big and beautiful and like, wow. It has that sort of feel and appeal to it. And a lot of that is due to the fact that this is a part for part match with an Eagle fifth wheel. Oftentimes in this industry, when a fifth wheel and a trailer share a name, the trailer's not up to the same specs as the fifth wheel. That's not true here. Now, the whole thing that makes the Eagle trailers work is the just really big interior height. I mentioned that outside, but so that you understand, a normal travel trailer is 6.5 foot tall. This is 7'3" from floor to linear ceiling panel. They don't even have to cheat with a vaulted ceiling. They just have a big, tall roof. And what that allows them to accomplish with a 9-inch taller roof is fifth wheel height slides, and that's what makes this a true flat deck fifth wheel. This has 6.5 foot tall walk-in opposing slide outs, and obviously you're not going to walk into the kitchen slide over here, but the living room slide next to me, it makes sense. This also has whisper ducted air conditioning, and the way to remember that, guys, is with nerdism number 37. If you can see the square, you can hear the air. What I mean by that is if you can see the air conditioner in the living room, you're going to hear it very loudly, very plainly. And it's not that that's bad, that's normal. This is simply enhanced. This is 70 to 90% less noise, depending on who you talk to. So over here, our big entertainment center, now your TV will be included with this. We simply have, we store them so that they're, you know, you're the first ones to touch them, other than our quality inspection crew. Below, we've got our electric space heating fireplace, our sound bar. Now, a couple little detail things is the fact that this TV swings out for easy access. Also, you've got storage behind it, above it, and this, and then you've got this guy right here. This is one of the new Furrion stereos, but what's key about it is it has face-mounted HDMI and USB plugs. What that lets you do is get one of those like streaming sticks, like an Amazon Fire Stick or whatever, and plug it in the HDMI port, and then you can use the USB plug to power that stick so that you have, you know, all of your streaming entertainment services with you, mobile, in your RV. Now, all the windows in this open for ventilation, and of specific note, I want you to notice that the rear, like picture window opens for ventilation. That's not normal in big rear window trailers like this. There are different furniture arrangements, there are different decor options, and no matter how we build one, it's always wrong. So keep that in mind as well. We've done a ton of theater seating this year, and theater seating is absolutely trending right now like crazy. But we thought, you know what, not everybody wants a theater seat. We're going to bring a couple in with just a recliner option, just something a little different for an individual his and hers sort of convenient seating arrangement. Over here, we've got a very diesel pusher style table, and this is something that at this class and price point is pretty much unmatched. And what it lets you do here is, this is a couples coach. Most of the time you just want 2 chairs. But when you're ready for a guest, you have an extension leaf, which is not out currently, by the way. It's in the in-stored position as we speak. And then you've got a pair of those fold-away chairs that I have standing behind this chair over here. Then we have this easy lift desk top, if you will, so that you have sort of like a working desk arrangement here. And it's got a gas strut to obviously hold itself open. Now, one of the best parts about this floor plan is all of the windows are on this side. And that's where this is different from the 322 RLOK Eagle that we have here at Haylett RV. It is a very similar arrangement. Basically, if you flip-flop the living room slides, you'll get the 322, but it has an outside kitchen. If you don't care about the outside kitchen, you gain the nicety of having all the windows on the door side of the RV looking at your campsite instead of the neighbor's site. Now, This has a big island, and something Eagle does so well, and they were doing it before a lot of other brands started catching on to it, and a lot of brands still haven't. Not all, but some. Is they have an asymmetrical island. They don't put the sink dead in the middle of the island, because it just kills the space on it. It makes it like no prep space. So they off-center the stainless double sink a little bit. By the way, you got a nice little bamboo cutting board cover here, as well as a nice little roll-away aluminum drying rack for your dishes. Over here, your prep space or appliance space, we got that pop-up power post, 2 household, 2 USB plugs. Down here, full storage below, and this even includes a large wastebasket with it. Now, in the rest of the kitchen, what you're going to find are residential soft close drawers, and that's one of those new Furrion ovens. It looks absolutely stellar. It's recessed so that you gain extra prep space, and it has a window on the front so you can actually see what you're doing. But something I want to look at real quick is this right here. Just like your refrigerator, when you open this up, it has motion sensitive lighting in here, and it's indirect lighting cascading backwards, so you don't have lights directly biting you in the eye. Very nice if you like wake up at night and want to get a quick snack. I got a habit of doing that. I talk about it a lot. I'm sure you folks have figured it out. But notice too, these are fully adjustable shelves. Add, subtract, remove, adjust however you want. This pantry here in that slide right there, it gets the job done well. Now, we've got solid surface kitchen counters throughout the, kitchen, as it were. But where it's really obvious that they didn't cut corners is this whole wall. I mean, first of all, let's talk about this. This is awesome. This is exceptionally deep, tons of storage space. I mean, if you can see the depth, how far back these cabinets go, that's how far back this whole cabinet wall goes. Now, what they did in the hardwood doors right here on the right side is also very interesting. And once again, it makes it very convertible. And this is this is the Eagle designer has done this for many years. This is something he excels at well. You can see there's obviously coat hooks back here, but that is an adjustable shelf that actually can hinge up and down. So if you want to use it like a closet, it can hinge up out of the way. If you want to use it for extra pantry and storage space, you can. Another area I've seen a lot of brands utilize space differently is sometimes they'll put an object down here below a countertop in this area. You can see they didn't. That is bigger than a residential size microwave. That is not small, very large. By the way, there's appliance outlets everywhere, and what's easy to miss is that black on black household and USB plug above that real tile backsplash there that you'll see repeated through other areas of the RV. Let's move to the bathroom. Oh, on the way, little thing that they do different. Instead of switches, it says dimmer. It's not exactly a dimmer switch, but you can just run your finger or the back of your hand over it or whatever and flip the lights on. Kind of cool, kind of different. Like an Eagle fifth wheel, has a little touchscreen remote control so that you can operate slides and awnings and all kinds of different stuff with that wirelessly, from the comfort of your chair. And of course, we have a normal enclosed command center, but it's way up high and behind a door. So if you have the grandbabies over, they're just not apt to mess with it. Little detail stuff like this too, like their little extra windows, having these cool little extra shades. You've got another one of these shades in your main entry door as well. And doesn't it look like a picture? They framed that hallway window like a picture. And I don't think that's an accident, because Stacy Stewart, who does the interior design at Jayco, she's a stone cold ace at this stuff. So, first of all, they have a lady designer. So this window is framed up like a picture. And when you look out of it, I think it's because you're going to get a picture of your campsite every time you leave. Now, right now, you're looking at snow and you're looking at a horse trailer here at Haylett RV, because we do everything. If it's on wheels, we probably handle it, including tow vehicles, and by the way, in package deals. But, that's gonna change with your campsite, and it's always gonna match. Now, this has, I'm gonna change my angle here, pardon me. This has a huge shower. I mean, this has a huge shower. I haven't measured it. What is it? 50, 60 inches. It's big. And with a 7.3 ceiling, you are not going to have headroom issues in here whatsoever. You got a corner seat. Up here, you have one of these, fans that you can leave running even in the rain. That's what's kind of neat about these. If you leave that lid open and it's raining, no big deal. Little night light. It'll make the shower glow blue at night, so if you need to get in here at night, you can do that. And this is one of the areas where my vampire DNA betrays me. I don't like being in mirrors if I can help it. I like you folks to focus on the RV and not myself, but you get to see my hand sticking out with my little Michigan mittens. But I want to take note of the backlit morning mirror. That's not just a trick of light coming in through a window. That does have indirect LED lighting all the way around the mirror behind it, so that if you wake up at night or in the morning, you need to get up and around, or you just got to use the bathroom, you can. This is also a huge countertop. That is big, because that's not a small sink. That is a big adult 2-hand size sink. That is just a big countertop. And notice that little extra cabinet right there next to the mirror. Ooh, smoke coming out of my ears after that one. Fail. Anyway, what do we got? I talked about the SantaCon system, so you already know about that. Porcelain foot flush stool, dual entry bathroom. I think you get the idea. Those are things you can see for yourselves. Moving on. King bed. Optional king bed in this that we have applied. And remember, optional equipment is present, such as the second air conditioner that we've optioned onto this specific RV. General rule of thumb here at Haylett RV, with very few exceptions, is when you see when you see a full bedroom slide, we're going to put a second air conditioner on it. It just seems to be enough cubic foot of space that a single AC can maybe keep up, but it can struggle. So we like to give it that little extra nudge, if you will. Huge front, 8-foot closet. We do have the ability to put, let me get around here, just about anything and everything you want in this. This is huge. And it does have a dryer vent, little notation on the side, because this is washer dryer prepped, which is a very cool thing. Although I don't think you're going to want to put a stackable in that, because you'll have to kill your pass-through. You'll probably just want to bank on a combo for one of those. Of course, you know, TV hookups across from the bed with a big dresser below. Very standard in that respect. But what's not standard is how much space you have in front of the bed here. Because if you look real close, you can see that this is a full 3-foot deep slide. A lot of brands will use an 18 to 24 inch bedroom slide because it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It works perfectly fine. Eagle said, forget that. We're tall. We're big. We're going deep. We're making it happen. And, you know, king bed, extra deep. And by the way, check this out. Your bedside stands, you got outlets right next to it. So CPAP users, you are going to breathe well in one of these. You're not going to die in an Eagle. Look at the little attention to detail. Like, boop, oh, nope, no worries. You're not going to ding up your wall with the door handle. How awesome is that? These guys are on point. But, hey, that's why Eagle's been on fire for the past couple seasons, because they have got just amazing design. They got the longest, most involved full coverage warranty in the business. And it's funny because a lot of other brands tried to match Jayco's 2-year warranty for a few years. And this year, it's like almost everybody just quit doing it. Isn't that funny? So give us a call. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone. Remember, we only do everything in Haylett RV. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer, package deals, everything in between. RV delivery, I don't care. Actually, that's a good topic. This weighs over 10,000 pounds. This is a big travel trailer. A lot of people aren't going to want to tow this. Why don't you just let us deliver it for you and set it up on a site so you don't got to worry about it? I mean, we can do that stuff, guys. We do everything. Give us a call. Doesn't matter where you live. These things are on wheels. We'll make deals happen. Take care. Thanks for watching.